be a player no more.
The top of the list, but coming in second was Dak Prescott. The ranking is concerned about Dak returning from his ankle injury, as well as some of those early 2020 stats being just a bit inflated. Shannon, I'm curious, your thoughts. Do you agree?
No, but I'm beginning to wonder, did Stephen or Jerry Jones actually write this article for Bleacher Report, Skip? And I get Cam. Skip, Cam Newton, that MVP Cam, Skip, that's 6 years removed. Cam is not going back to that form. Too many injuries, too many hits have transpired for Cam to be that. I do believe Cam can still be a good quarterback, but that MVP version, no. T.Y. Hilton, his numbers have dipped. Hunter Henry, but Dak is the issue, Skip. I tell you what you do. If you think Dak's overrated, tell the Dallas Cowboys not to put the tag on him at the start of free agency, and then let the league rate him. You don't got to worry about. Don't look to anybody else. Skip, you never let somebody else set your agenda. You never let somebody else, determine what you will or won't do. Take the tag off him and let the league rate him. If he's overrated, he'll be able to come back to the Cowboys, and the Cowboys will get him for the price that they want him. If he's not, that tells you everything you need to know. I don't think Dak's overrated. Dak is what, 27, 28? A guy that's coming off an injury, but we've seen guys come off these injuries before, return to form. Mm-hmm. He had a second surgery on that. Maybe that was to clean up the plate that he had placed in there. I'm not concerned about Dak's injury. I'm not concerned about Dak. I don't believe Dak is overrated. But the fact of the matter is that your Cowboys probably do, for the simple fact they're going to tag him again when they could have had this done 3 years ago. If you gave Dak 3 years ago 36, 37 million, you would have saved yourself probably $50 to $100 million over the life of the contract. But you didn't do it.
Okay, but that's not the point here. I am now hearing from my man Shannon Sharp resounding hypocrisy. I can hear it all the way through these cameras. It's slapping me right in the face. Hypocrisy. I'm calling you out. You have done nothing but rip Dak Prescott on this show for years, for 4 years.
Now it's your turn, isn't it, jackass?
He's not overrated. Well, they're putting it in the context of he wants $40 million to start, rising to $45 million in his 4th year of this contract that he is demanding.
Right.
In that context, he's way overrated because he's not Patrick Mahomes and he's not even Deshaun Watson.
Skip,
and if he wants more money than Deshaun and rising up to challenge Patrick, it's not right. I'm sorry, you're being hypocritical to say
hypocrite. Don't get me started. Don't get me started, motherfucker.
Let me ask you a question, Skip.
She's not Deshaun.
5 years from today. So in February of 2026, what do you think the starting salary for an NFL quarterback will be?
Okay, but we're doing top 5, right?
He is top 5.
I just told you, Taylor Heinicke is probably going to start for Washington. He's going to make $2.5 million. There it is. There's
Did he really just?
How about that?
One game?
Considering the guy was taking a online class.
This is kind of bullshit that we got.
Okay, but it's feast or famine here. Like there's a wide range of quarterbacks.
I got to let this run because
what do you think?
I want to get to the point where this really just gets me.
Had to eat an all-time record dead cap money, $33.8 million. The Rams had to eat $20-ish million when they gave Jared Goff away and landed Matthew Stafford.
Okay, Skip. Let me ask you a question. Where do you rate Dak? What do you say he is? So from 1 to 15, where would you rate Dak?
I'll say 10th. But again, if we're talking about top 2 money,
I need to know who 6 through 10 is.
Thank you.
Because nobody has defended Dak Prescott harder than I have sitting in this seat.
I'm sorry.
That's a lie.
Blasted him again.
I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to it.
In the last 13 games, you gave him 7 Fs. And now you're saying he's not overrated at 40 plus million?
But Skip, don't you have
get to it, Skip.
Inflation? So in other words, you're saying the guy should get 30, he should get 36 million, 36 million, 36 million, 36 million. Everybody factors in inflation. Skip, you know how this thing works.
Okay, but if you give him 40s rising to 45 million,
yes,
you are a candidate for all-time disaster because, as you well know, it's one thing to overpay Ezekiel Elliott.
Didn't he get overpaid for his Fox Sports Net contract?
Oh, yes,
quite
definitely.
another
Still is.
to commit.
And Shannon's the one that they watch.
$45 million a year for 4 years to a Dak Prescott who might not be able to live up to it. In fact, I doubt he could because
this
I don't
is
think
the
he's ever
bullshit
been
that
great.
we keep getting fed. Because I'm going to point out how much bullshit it is.
Saw over his last 17 starts as a Cowboy,
PS5
6
gaming.
and 11. And over the last 13 games of 2019, I'll be the first to tell you, he wasn't very good. He had one good game in 2019, and it was against Minnesota. Jenny's
okay, here we go.
At Jerry World. He played really well, and they lost because they gave the ball to Zeke at the end of the game.
I'm about to say, what this motherfucker?
Wait, no, I want you to listen.
This year to start off.
Wasn't he crying for Zeke to get paid?
Hold on. Listen to it.
Again, the grand opening against the Rams. Dak played really well in that game, and they lost. And then they play Atlanta, and they fall behind 29-10 at halftime, and it takes a near miracle watermelon kick recovery at the end of the game for them to pull, again, victory from the jaws of defeat.
Hold on, it's coming.
And they go to Seattle, and they fall behind 30-15. What am I supposed to do with that? They come home and play Cleveland and fall behind 41-14 after 3 quarters. And what does Shannon Sharp, the Hall of Famer, always tell me? Did Dak have the ball in that game? Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He didn't do much with it. And then against the Giants,
hold on. Wait, here it is.
Ultimately got hurt.
Right.
They fell behind 17-3 while he was playing.
Fuck you, Skip Bayless. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Yes, it is. Because, see, this is the bullshit. Hello, friends. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
He left out everything.
But this is the bullshit that you are given by these guys, okay? Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. So let's get open for business and let's wake up the football gods. And let me go ahead and get a shout out in for my main man. What's up, DMV? You see I'm fired up, right?
Yeah, I see you fired up. Here's the crazy thing, right? And before you get into anything, because I know you're going to have crazy points.
A crazy point?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. No, crazy points. I mean, it's going to be points. But this is the same guy that's talking about falling behind in all these games, but then you say he's not better than Deshaun. And Deshaun was 4-12. How many times did his ass fall behind and you just named him as the second quarterback?
Right.
You just named him. And then you were one of the people campaigning for, wasn't he one of the people campaigning for Zeke to get paid?
Yeah, he was.
What the hell Zeke do this year?
Okay.
And I'm a Zeke guy.
All right.
I'm a Zeke guy.
Hey, and of course, we also have over here taking care of business.
Kyle Pitts.
What's up, Mike Pitts? Mike Anthony, what's up? Okay. You're on fire? Would you eat some hot? Did you do the chip?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. All right. So while we were doing that intro here, Philip Vance, PS5 Gaming, and Joe Boo Sports hit us up for super chats. And over here, can you read those names and put those in? Can you grab these too? Everybody who does a super chat or actually have a GoFundMe, we are actually working on upgrading the studio. If you see right there in front of my man, you see that rack right there? That's going to be given away tonight. We're going to be giving away lots and lots of racks as well as some other merchandise. And the other rack sitting up there high, Simba, not my dog, Simba. Guys in high school skipped chemistry class to watch my live stream yesterday. Man, you better get your damn grades, boy. Don't make me have to come to Arizona and kick that ass. That's your rack right there, by the way. So the names on the other over there.
All right, so we got Joe Boo Sports fan.
Well, I got those. Those are the ones super chats. But the other ones are from the donation.
Okay, I think it started from Philip, right?
I don't remember. Just read them all. All
right. Wendell Penton, Jacqueline Smith. I just think that's Miss Jackie.
Of course.
Francisco Valadares. Anna Medeiros. Philip Vance.
Philip.
All right.
And we also have OC Through, who just did that super chat.
PS5 gaming channel.
There we go. And here's the other one. Yeah, this one right here just came in too. And Mike, are you ready? Are you stuffing your pothole?
I'm dying over here.
Okay. Michael's over there dying. All right, so here's what they do. Look,
Michael ate the chip.
Oh, I say it again. You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok. This is what he does.
Oh, you got Thomas?
Yeah.
I just wrote them down here. Okay. And then I'll let you guys say. Okay.
Mr. Mike J.
All right. So here's what they do. Okay. See, this is the kind of shit that pisses me the hell off. Shout out to Mike J.
Take the money out, all of it.
So he points out, they fell behind 17-3. So it makes it sound like Andy Dalton came in and saved the day. Isn't that what it sounds like, DMV?
Absolutely, man.
See, what he doesn't tell you about Allen
like
Williams, what he doesn't remind you of is that Dak Prescott caught a Philly special pass on that, right?
Yeah, he did.
That the Dallas Cowboys were up 24-23 when Dak Prescott ran for the first down that got them a first down on the 25-yard line. He doesn't tell that, does it?
Or he also doesn't tell about how Andy Dalton stalled on a few drives in that game.
Right. But the way he makes it sound is Andy Dalton came in there and saved the game. Right?
And Skip full of it. That's what it is.
All right. So, he goes through. Let me ask. I was trying to find. You saw me looking it up over here. How many times did Kansas City fall behind, like 2 touchdowns with Pat Mahomes? Isn't it every week?
It seemed like it. Honestly, it did.
I'm going to go back through tomorrow if I got time. I'm going to have to do the honey-do list and things and all that. Take care of Mama. But I'm gonna go through game logs and just see how many times Pat Mahomes and the Kansas City, because we know they always get held behind by 2 touchdowns, before they wake up and start playing. So by Skip's analogy, then Pat Mahomes is trash then too, right?
Man,
because here's the thing, he talks about this is what set me off was this right here. I forgot about this thing so bad. This was one of those things that you just want to forget about. And that's the Browns game.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at Twitter, what comes up is, what a game. 11 touchdowns, 1,180 some yards and everything. They're going through all the offensive stats on here. And in this game, Dak Prescott threw for 502 yards, 4 touchdown passes, 1 interception, a 122.3 rating. Out of the 566 yards that they had total, he accounted for 502. Zeke Elliott had 54 yards. Let's just watch this 2-minute clip here. I know I'm not doing a whole lot of talking, but this is kind of stuff.
Even though you want to run the football, you've got to test that secondary.
We're okay.
Looking to throw it. Gonna gun it deep for Beckham.
Damn, Dak. You couldn't cover Odell Beckham Jr. You suck, Dak. You suck.
It's a bomb.
Damn, Dak.
True to your responsibility.
How could you let that happen?
Odell Beckham Jr.
Dak?
Beyond the secondary. We
short wide receivers. Prescott. Pressure coming. Gets a block. Though stands in. Wide open.
CD. Touchdown pass. Yep. That was a trash pass, wasn't it? Wasn't that?
It was trash.
That was just trash. Look at that.
Wow, Chris, thanks. Prescott tipped it.
Yeah, that was kind of trash.
Okay, you got lucky on that one. I get that.
But that wasn't trash.
But that one. Look at that.
14-7. We're up 14-7.
Oh shit! Look. Woo. Are you telling me Andy Dalton can make that pass?
Hell no.
Are you telling me that Carson Wentz can make that pass?
Andy Dalton would have.
How many people can make that damn pass right there?
As they fake it to Chubb, a little trick play. It's Beckham comes on the end around, gets to the edge.
Look at the pursuit angle. Look at this garbage ass tackle.
All the way out to the 49.
I've never seen somebody. He rushed for over 100 yards in that game, right?
They rushed for 304 yards in that game.
But I mean, Odell himself rushed for 100.
He should have been tackled.
Hands by Odell Beckham Jr. on a 1st and goal. Mayfield on the fake. Lofts it into the end zone. Touchdown.
He had Darryl Worley in there.
Beckham Jr. in the game. Fake to him. Prescott has time this time. Lets it rip far side of the field. And
good ball.
Holds onto it.
gives Terrence Mitchell the opportunity to get in there, almost get that knocked away. Strong hands at the point of the catch.
Cleveland. Hunt has it here.
Look at that. Look at this.
Kareem Hunt is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Than I think the Browns would like.
Prescott going for it.
Look at that track.
Touchdown to Schultz. Blitz coming. Throwing a fade. Going for the corner.
Look at that fade.
Mayfield.
Look at this is the worst play ever.
You're only down by 3 points, and look at guys just running out of bounds. Look at Jalen Smith. I mean, you want to say, oh well, Dak Prescott could. You tell me what quarterback is going to win this game? Please tell me.
Right, except
look
make
at this shit.
Look
at this freaking garbage.
Nobody.
Look at that.
Horrible.
Coming late.
Look at that.
It's already
bodies just flying all over the place. Look, Antoine Woods. Well, it's done. And you got the nerve to say, oh well, Dak Prescott. In the Giant game, they fell behind 17-3. They were leading when he got hurt after he ended up getting the first down. What's up, Omar? Oh, no. See, Omar, be cool. Omar, I'm cool. I enjoy this, to be honest with you. I love to fight. I love to make people feel like they're stupid. Because anybody who says that loss is because of Dak Prescott is a fucking idiot and should not be left alone by themselves. Okay? Because you're going to do something stupid and you're going to killing yourself or killing everybody else. Because you are blind as a damn bat.
As a bat.
Simba, there's your rack right there about in front of DMV. No, we cool. This one is fair use. The last time I used the whole thing. Oh, damn. Yeah.
Oh, Howard Floyd. Oh my God.
Howard Floyd and a whole
super chat.
Damn, Mike had to go get something to drink because he's did you get that Howard Floyd and keep your ass at home? Can you write those down for me? I appreciate that. Okay, so now that I'm triggered, a bunch of y'all are looking at the headline here and seeing that Dak Prescott is no longer a player. I don't know if you realize this, DMV. At the Joe Boo Sports now, 2 shows in a row has broke news before anybody else. You know that, right?
I mean, you always breaking news, man.
Well, breaking news or breaking when?
Breaking both, probably. Howard Floyd. Oh my God, you all right over there, man?
Put too much of that.
The scorpion sauce?
Scorpion sauce.
Well, that ain't nothing compared
What
to
is that, gelato?
I mean, it's something. I feel a little bit better.
Michael over there burning it. He's burning. Okay, so
right now, Howard Floyd.
Calvin W. Thank you very much, Calvin. Okay, everybody who's done these super chats, you're entered into our drawings for tonight. Tonight, we're giving away this one. We're going to be doing this like on a regular, maybe like every other day.
A couple other ones in the works.
Okay, you got Calvin W? Okay, cool. All right, so we've been breaking news because remember we talked about, and I didn't think it was a big deal. That's why I didn't make a big deal in video about it. Because as I said, Dak Prescott had had some more work done on his ankle to clean up his ankle, not to deal with the bone. But Skip Bayless and those jackasses are, well, he had a second surgery on that leg. Yeah, well, you know what? It's the same surgery basically Amari Cooper just had.
Isn't it the same surgery that you might have?
And in fact, I went to my orthopedist on Wednesday because my knees have been killing me and stuff, and so my less worse knee, he said he can do some work with. He said we can scope it and just kind of clean it out. He's like, your cartilage is a little bit rough, so we.
Law Nation.
What I do now? Let me see if I can get. The
nation's in the building.
You in the Jobu Sports Studio here. I got 4 screens in front of me and things, so I got to move you to another screen. What's up, Law? Are you coming in to get some of this fire?
Man, I heard that y'all had some haters on the menu, so I just said let me throw some chard in there or something.
Well, see here, this. I don't know if you can hear. Do you hear this?
I say it again. You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok. This is what he does.
Did you hear that? You didn't hear
that? That sounds like some good old Denzel.
That's right, man. But that's what they do, man. Because see, I'm going to war, man. I'm going to war with freaking idiots that have jobs on these networks. The Dan Orlovsky, who literally said that Carson Wentz has a Hall of Fame pedigree. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm sorry, I'm cussing tonight. I'm
He's
serious.
on it.
I'm mad. But to have Skip Bayless up here, nobody's defended Dak Prescott more than me. But they fell behind 17-3 against the Giants. It's like, oh, whoa. Tell the whole story now. Tell the whole story. Because when Dak Prescott got hurt, it was when he was running for a first down. They were up 24-23, got them to the 25-yard line. Because you make it sound like all of a sudden that Andy Dalton came in and saved the day.
Howard Floyd.
Right. Man.
And I'm sitting here. The reason why this came up was there was an NFL tweet that showed about 2.5 minutes of highlights from the Browns game. And in that game, Dak threw for 502 yards, 4 TDs, 1 interception, 122 QBR. The team had 566 yards. So that means only 64 yards did not go through Dak Prescott in that whole game. And you're going to say that loss was on Dak Prescott?
So many people that don't know the game, didn't have played the game, and don't understand the game will say that Dak Prescott can't hit water if he fell off a boat. My thing is, when we look at all of that stuff, regardless whether or not it's Dak Prescott or not, you know who knows that Dak Prescott is a baller?
Oh, Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones.
Jerry Wine Jones probably do know.
Okay, hang on for 1 second. I got to put somebody on blast here because he's got to be a troll. Keto Sosa, 19 million cap space. Ha ha. Okay, I'm sorry. Tonight, if you don't,
it's not a good night.
If you do not want to get your feelings hurt, if you don't want to be called a freaking idiot, then you might want to leave now. And you just might want to leave because I'm sick and tired. Because MG, whatever your last name is, I'm betting you. I told you the Cowboys can't sign Dak Prescott. They only got $19 million. They can't franchise. It's like, look, how freaking stupid are you? Take a look at the Eagles. They're $52 million, over and in the red. You got all these teams. All that is funny money. It's accounting. It's basically moving money and numbers here and there. You want money? You can get $15 million tomorrow just by taking a pen and converting $20 million of Amari Cooper's money and saying it's no longer base pay, it's bonus money. And that gets spread out. Right there, you got $15 million. So don't give me that bullshit because the Dallas Cowboys carried over the third most amount of money this past year of any team in the NFL. You can sign him, and in fact, you'd be better off if you signed him.
Someone said Law Nation.
Okay, I'll turn him up. I'm sorry. If you signed him to a long-term deal, because it'll only be about $20 million for the first year. So don't be stupid. Don't be that guy that listens to the first takes and stuff, okay?
Yes, indeed. Can y'all hear me good? Did he say they couldn't hear me?
Yeah, I just turned you up.
Okay.
I got this new mixer over here, this Rodecaster, and there's so many different buttons and stuff. And I'm not used to people calling in on the show right now. So
it's all good, man.
So you're actually the first one. You're the first one on the Rodecaster here. So the title of my thing here is Dak Prescott is no longer a player. And that was news that we kind of broke last week on the channel. When everybody was focused in on the ankle, you remember, after my man on 105 said, basically Dak Prescott's ankle's falling off. When I was looking at the picture of Dak and his girlfriend on the beach, what caught my eye was her left hand, her finger. And I remember we zoomed in on it?
Yeah.
I said, that looked like a wedding finger to me. I can't tell. I zoomed it up as much as I could. I said, but that's an engagement finger.
Don't do it. Reconsider.
Read some literature.
Hey, misery loves company, man. Okay.
Hey, Mark, when he joined this club, we're going to have to get together and send him a prize, man, a present.
Oh, you got that right. So that's where we said, I think he's engaged. But we talked about it. Yeah, so it broke yesterday that Dak Prescott is engaged. But see, here's another interesting piece that I found out, too, that I hadn't really heard much about it. But it looks like the off season is going to be screwed up like it was last year, possibly. Because Bruce, yeah, where you're not going to have all of the OTAs and things. At least that's what Bruce Arian was basically talking about yesterday, basically saying that it keeps us from being able to develop the young players and things, and I have to agree. So from the standpoint of Dak Prescott's got a field in his backyard, that's another added bonus for him, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and news and noise is that CD already been working out with Rain Dakota Prescott, being at his house and stuff like that. So, hey, y'all get ready. Yeah. And shout out to Dak Prescott for getting down on one knee. Did you see what Ezekiel Elliott, when he posted under his fiance's
No, I didn't see.
Post on Valentine's Day? You saw what he said.
What did he say?
Back off. That's because she said you will always. He said you'll be my Valentine's or something like that, and then she said, "Yeah, you my Valentine's." And then Dak Prescott said, "You my Valentine's all day."
Oh.
Then Ezekiel Elliott said, "Back off now."
Oh, shit. All right. So DMV, what you got to add to this, my man?
Man, that's huge news for him, and I can't imagine. Hopefully, that you would make. That you wouldn't, do that without having something that you know about that we don't. Hopefully, he's going to sign a big deal.
Well, see.
Hopefully, that's what that means. You know what I mean?
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out if my secret sources were right, because what I was told was that Todd France and the Cowboys were start to be meeting next week, which, come Tuesday is the opening of free agency. They got that 2-week window in order to sign people. So it is March 9th that they either have to have him tagged or signed to a long-term deal, or he's free. Now, we do know that they let Amari Cooper, they let Amari Cooper have his freedom.
Yeah, but Amari Cooper ain't him, though. You know what I'm saying? Like a team that's looking for a quarterback right now, I'm pretty sure Philadelphia – no, they ain't even got the money, but I'm pretty sure
Washington definitely.
I'm pretty sure Washington will find a way to knock down that door. Somebody will.
Go over the cap right now and see who's the top teams with all of the money. I know that the Patriots is one of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Money. Yeah.
Hey, make sure you get over North Carolina's biggest fan twice. He said I missed one of his super chats. Yeah, I didn't. Okay. Oh, I didn't call it out. My apologies. I got a lot of stuff going on here, man. I got
These are the three teams: Jaguars, Jets, Patriots, Colts. They already got Carson. Oh my goodness, they got Carson. But you got the Broncos and Panthers, Dolphins, Chargers. They all got money. Money.
Well, here's the thing. This is what I look at. Okay, now think about this. Okay, if we're looking at the cap, and we know that like the Eagles, they're done. They're just doing a fire sale right now. They're hoping that they can trade Zach Ertz, but everybody knows he's going to be released before March 15th. Right? They're just going to have to release him. So more than likely, ain't nobody going to trade for him.
True.
Okay. You got a potted meat sandwich for Carson Wentz. You literally got fleeced on that one.
Wow.
Okay.
That was Carson Wentz saying "F you" to them.
Well, and see, I wouldn't want him.
The Bears said, "I don't want him." I don't want to trade for him. Let's want to come here, and they're going to give a king's ransom for him, and probably put Nick Foles in there.
Well, I would not want him, because to me, he's selfish. You know what I mean? He is always, it's like he's expecting everything to fall in his lap. Okay, I want to go to the perfect team that fits me, and I don't want to have to compete. I don't want to go to the Bears. They might have to make me work too hard. I don't want to compete with Hurts. Why don't you, man? Why don't you, man?
I was about to say, and with the coach that got the most out of him too. So,
but I get that. But you know what? How about when you lost your starting spot, that you end up rededicating yourself and say, you know what? I'm gonna show them that they made a mistake. I'm gonna compete for this job. This is my damn team. I'm sick and tired of these coddled young ass punks. Okay, because that's what he is. Show me that you're worth something. True. I don't think that he's going to recover from this.
I don't know, man.
Hey, there should be zero excuses. He got one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. He got a good running game combo. He got nice wide receivers. He got a coach that he's familiar with, so no new system that he got to learn. And he got one of our old defensive guys as the defensive coordinator over there. So he should be straight. I don't want to hear nothing about Carson.
Okay.
I don't want to hear nothing about him.
But here's the thing. Hold up.
Crazy Corvette.
Okay, crazy.
Last year, hold it. Let me give you this. Okay, let me give you this. Phillip Rivers last year with this same team that we think that Carson Wentz is going to come in and do better. 68% completions, 4,169 yards, 7.7 point yards per game, 24 TDs, 11 interceptions.
Phillip did that?
That's what Phillip Rivers did.
Phillip was all right, man.
Are you telling me that Carson Wentz is going to do better than that? Are you telling? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
It's going to be a tough room because I already think Phillip Rivers is one of the greatest quarterbacks that's ever played, even though he haven't won. But
it's not like they had Jay Cutler out there playing. No, he had 4,169 yards, 7.7 average, 24 TDs, 11 interceptions.
And then they lose in the first round too.
And that again. Let me double check those stats. You sure you reading that?
Nah, bro. Hey, look, Phillip Rivers was putting in work,
dude.
He's putting in work.
That is Pro Football Reference. Okay, look it up.
Yeah, that's real.
Look it up. 11-5. So that's where I look at this and say, wait a minute. If I got that production right there, you're expecting Carson Wentz to be, 30 TDs and 10 touchdowns and not leading the league in fumbles again.
I mean, it's doable with Frank Reich and him. I mean, the relationship that they had the last time that Carson Wentz was actually good, he put up pretty good. He was almost MVP, so I will say that, And if Frank Reich really wanted to go out there and go get him, I think that, he made the right move. I think that the Colts, I think that he could be better there. I don't think that he's going to stink as bad.
Okay, but he would need to get these. Okay, let's go back to, let me pull up his.
Damn, that was his best career. Completion percentages, 68, 4,400 yards. Okay.
Because see, the thing
he did a good job.
It drives me crazy because everybody acts like he's God. So last year, here's the thing. Last year in
putrid. Look at those numbers.
12 games last year, 57% completion percentage, 2,600 yards, 6-yard average, 16 TDs, 15 interceptions, and how many fumbles?
Man, his numbers look like a mobile quarterback that can't throw.
So you're expecting this guy to all of a sudden be better than Phillip Rivers in 1 year?
What did his numbers look like in his almost MVP year?
His best year. His best year was okay. Wait, where is it?
NFL did a disservice to Carson Wentz.
2017.
I think it was 2017.
He had 60.2% completion percentage, 3,296 yards, 33 TDs, 7 interceptions, and he averaged 7.5 yards per pass.
Now, the completion percentage is much, much lower, but he output a lot more touchdowns.
Well, even the yards per catch, average. And see, the other misconception.
They had Jay Giles that year too.
Hold on. Another one of these misconceptions is that you always would hear is, well, he was throwing the lawn furniture. In 2018, Zach Ertz had 118 receptions, which is an NFL record for tight ends.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, Miles Sanders is a good receiver coming out the backfield. Dallas Goedert is another really good tight end. So to say he didn't have anybody
to throw to. He had Alshon Jeffrey too.
Right. And
who he was beefing with.
Right. So this whole thing of, oh, no, he just didn't have. Oh, man, that's some bullshit. They will do anything in the world to prop his ass up and swear that he's great. And they will take any opportunity to say, oh, Dak is trash. Well, the Cowboys, they ain't winning with Dak. You had the worst defense in the history of football, giving up 36 points a game when he was playing. And you're saying that's because of Dak? Come on, man.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. Hey, on top of that, so this year would tell it all on Carson, though.
Yeah, right? It will. Definitely.
Oh, it will.
He got to at least be close to what Phillip did. And Phillips in that playoff game, his arm died on him. He couldn't go 15 yards. The ball would drop. And I was sitting there like, well, the Bills were playing a lot of good defense, but it just wasn't there. Oh,
Calvin Williams. Shout out to Calvin Williams, man.
You want to know something else, Law? It's a little bit different than playing in that NFC East, man. You over in the AFC.
Okay.
It's going to be different.
Speaking about can't get the ball out, you hear that Drew Brees is not ready to retire, right?
What?
Man, he can't throw for me.
In the NFC South. Yeah. Bring him back.
Drew Brees can't throw from me to you right now.
I know, but he's not ready to retire, man.
Oh, come on. He needs to hang it up.
That started trending today. Yeah. But then again, look around. Look around at quarterbacks. Sam Darnold, people, they're talking about, hey, maybe we need to take a look at Sam Darnold, trade for him. After you see what the Eagles got fleeced for. Might as well,
you know how much New Orleans is going to have to give up, even with him?
Oh, well, with the salary?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the problem with Big Ben, too.
So break that down to me, the salary cap, because I was preaching that there's no such thing as salary cap hell. Can you educate me on that, Mark?
Okay, it's like this.
Break it down.
This is broke-ass media, so I understand being broke. Okay, you got the title loans, your payday loans, and all that kind of stuff, right? Your job is your credit and everything else. You can get cash,
right?
But one day you're gonna have to pay that money back, or they're gonna take your car. Or if you go down the corner, they're gonna take your kneecaps. So you can go through, like, let's say, you can take Amari Cooper and you can say, we're gonna put a voidable year on here.
Right.
And we're going to just go ahead and, like I said, convert that money. Because right now, all the Cowboys really owe Amari Cooper is one more year, $20 million. Everybody looks at, he got a $100 million contract. No, he got $40 million guaranteed. And that's the number that you got to pay attention to.
The guaranteed money.
He got that for last year. He's already guaranteed to get this. You can take that money, that base salary, and say, we're going to convert that. And so then that bonus money is divided by the life of the contract. So $20 million divided by 4 more years, that's $5 million a year. So you'll only be paying him $5 million this year for that, and whatever else you leave over for base money. So you can reduce his cap number. You can do that with D-Law. You can do that with almost anybody. But the problem is if that person is not going to be on the team like Carson Wentz is now,
dead money.
Then it's dead money. So you want to do this with guys that you look at and say they're going to be there.
David Wiley.
And if you can write those down for us, get them in there, because we're going to be doing the drawing here in a bit.
Yeah, I need some sticky pad.
They're right there in front of you.
Oh, where?
Right. Did Michael grab them?
The Wiley.
Oh, here.
And the lunatic.
You must have gotten them. I bought some more of them today. There
Calvin
we go. Okay, so you can do that easily with him. You can also cut some players. Now, if you cut, let's say, Jalen Smith tomorrow, you will only save $400,000 on the cap right now.
Right.
If you make him a post-June 1st cut, you'll save about $5.5 million because it's spread out over 2 years. And you can designate them as a cap cut for June 1st, but you can't use the money till June 1st. So they may use that as well. So there's ways they can get money, and it's all funny money. And they could go through and sign Dak Prescott to a $220 million contract and have a cap hit this first year of $20 million.
Well, the Saints, they got $69 million over the cap. They got to do a lot of cutting and a lot of extending.
A lot of cutting.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be ugly.
And there's like 4 teams that are in that.
The reason why I say this is because according to the ruling is that it says that this is a hard cap league, the NFL, and according to Wikipedia and as well as the NFL, manual book, is that all team must stay under the cap. If not, they'll be fined $5 million per player, what have you, and on top of that, they can lose a draft pick.
Yes,
well, if you must shall always, it says shall always. That meaning that it should be the entirety of the league, right? So why these teams are not being sanctioned, or why are these teams are not being fined?
It's all
over the cap.
It's like taxes, man. You're supposed to pay a certain percent, but you find ways to work around the taxes. And that's the thing. That's where signing bonus, guaranteed money, voidable years. You could go through and say, we're going to put 3 voidable years onto your contract that aren't guaranteed, and we can take that signing bonus and spread that out there. So that's where the Cowboys, one of the reasons why they want Dak Prescott on a longer contract is so they can say, we're going to have voidable years on there. We're going to make this thing really, really low where we can get out from underneath of it. I can't say I'm mad at the Cowboys for wanting to do that, and I can't say I'm mad at Dak Prescott to say, look, Kirk Cousins has made over $200 million, and you literally have paid Dak Prescott what literally the Eagles are paying just to say, Carson Wentz, get your ass out of here.
Get your ass out of here.
Yeah.
Dak has made $36 million in his career, 5 years. The Eagles are paying $33.8 million in dead money just to say, get the fuck out.
Yo, I've never seen a team.
Okay.
I've never seen somebody pay somebody to leave. Like, scram. Get out of here.
Odell Beckham from the Giants.
They paid Herschel Walker to leave.
But if we go to see, the thing is with the cap thing, and it's crazy because I only understand a taste of it. But when you go in here, and it's still subject to even grow. The NFL basically said it will be a minimum of 180, so teams can start figuring, okay, it's not going to be worst case scenario. I think it's going to end up about 187. I think, because they haven't figured out that gambling money. And I don't know if it's like, I know in Texas they're working on trying to be able to get it on the apps, right?
Right.
Between Jerry and
on a whole bunch of stuff, man.
Man, they made it legal in Virginia, and it's like every other commercial is one of these fan duels and all that. Man, you get $1,000 bet for $1 for signing up and getting an account. I mean, it's just like you're getting pounded. This is revenue that the NFL is going to get. So right now, technically, the Cowboys, if you go by over the cap, have $19.3 million. Sports Track has it at $24 billion, but we'll see where it works out. If you are to believe that it's a hard cap, right now the Bills are under by $1 million, and they're talking about paying Josh Allen like $44 million. How does that? Okay. You understand? So it's not really a hard cap. Okay, if you're saying I'm $1 million under and I'm gonna pay a guy 43, then it's not really a hard cap.
I need that money, Jake.
I need that money, man.
But if you look at the cap right now, you've got Seattle only has 1.7 million. You've got the Giants with 900,000. The Bills are $1 million under. Titans are $2 million under. The Bears are $5 million under. The Lions are $8 million under. Vikings are 9. Packers 11. Raiders are 18. Falcons 28, Chiefs 23 million, Steelers 26, Rams 33,
it's a lot of red.
Eagles 43, and Saints 69. And I also say that the deals that have been made don't become official until the beginning of the league year. So that doesn't count what happened with the Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford or Carson Wentz. That's not reflected yet on these stats and won't until March 15th. So, you think about the Eagles are biting basically most of Carson Wentz's salary.
Can you count how many teams were in the playoff last season?
Can I count how many?
Yeah, how many teams were in the playoff that was over the cap?
Let's see. The Bills were.
Titans
were.
Bears.
Packers.
3, 4.
Chiefs. Steelers. 5, Rams and Saints.
Damn, it looked like we just need to go over the cap 12? To get in the playoffs. Gee.
8 out of 12, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't what?
Hey, you ain't trying. Yeah, exactly.
You know what? My apologies. Law, you got to bear with me for a second here because, see, Dak Prescott is no longer a player. Okay, he's off the market, ladies. I'm sorry, and Zeke, he's off the market. Okay, but I got to acknowledge because I know I got all my ladies up in here. I saw Miss Jackie up in here. I know Jessica's in here. I know I saw Gina. I know I saw Joe Boo Sports Fan. Who else did I miss? Who did I miss? I saw Miss Anita Applebaum.
You got to get a drop. You got to get a drop for Gina from Martin Lawrence. What you said? Damn, Gina.
Yeah.
I know all my ladies are here, but I apologize because I'm excited and mad. I'm mad. I'm serious, Law. I'm pissed off about this stuff. I am so sick of Cowboy fans that are saying go out and draft. We're just drafting the quarterback. And you sent me DMV that clip that.
Oh, about the
first round quarterback.
Oh, yeah, that was a crazy. I looked it up myself, and it's true. From 2009 to 2016, not one first round quarterback is with their team.
Not one.
Not one.
Not one.
From 2009 to 2016.
Quarterbacks drafted in the first round from 2009 to 2016, not a single one is still with the same team. And most of them ain't even in the league.
Oh, Matt Ryan. Oh, he must have drafted in 08,
No.
huh?
Yeah.
07.
Yeah, Matt Stafford, I
think
think,
about
would have
that.
been the only one, but he just got traded.
You know,
And
but
Carson Wentz,
it's
yeah.
so funny because I was thinking about this today before you sent me that. I was thinking about how many times, like when RG3 was drafted by the Washington football team, they said, well, Washington's set for quarterback for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Remember? And how many times we heard that about Carson Wentz? Well, you know, Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott, they're going to be battling it out for the next 10 years. They're set at quarterback.
Andrew Luck didn't even make it 10 years, right?
I thought Russell Wilson, is he still?
He was a third round
He was
pick.
the number one. He was not,
Oh, you talking about the number 1 pick?
Yeah,
No,
first
pick.
round quarterback.
Quarterbacks drafted in the first round.
Oh.
So from 2009 to 2016, none of them are still with the same team. And most of them ain't even in the NFL.
I keep trying to tell people that when they say, I'm not drafting a tight end top 10. But look at all these bum ass quarterbacks they aren't even with their team.
Or better yet, just go to the year they were talking about Josh Rosen and Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
And they're saying that these guys are going to be generational quarterbacks. They're going to change
Facts.
the organization,
Every year.
the franchise, and beyond.
Blaine Gabbert.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
But here, I want you to but check this out though. You can go ahead and play. You know, we don't have to sign Dak Prescott. Dak gonna be okay one way or the other. Okay, Dak got himself a beautiful lady and everything else. You know, it looks like he's got 2 legs underneath of him.
He got 2 legs. He's walking.
Gotten paid because of his side job. Thank God he's got a side gig. Okay, you know we all need a side gig, not a side chick, a side gig.
Side gig.
But we can get into quarterback purgatory. Because I want you to check this out. Wait, let's just go through the poor Eagles right now. Because I love misery. I just love fucking with the Eagles. 2009, they traded McNabb to Washington, right? They took a number 2 and drafted Kevin Cobb. That didn't work out so good. Then they drafted Nick Foles in the 3rd round.
Okay.
So then they traded Nick Foles, a 4th round pick in 2015, and the 2nd pick in 2016 for Sam Bradford. Sam Bradford lasted 1 year. Then they ended up drafting, of course, Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, you know what? First they traded Kiko Alonso and Byron Maxwell to Miami for the number 8 pick. And you remember Kiko Alonso, so this is where I put this all together. Kiko Alonso was traded for Shady McCoy. So think about it. Yeah, they traded Shady McCoy for Kiko Alonso. So I look at that and say, you got to throw Shady McCoy in that whole Carson Wentz deal.
Oh my God! And now he got he got 2 rings back to back, not doing nothing.
Right. And so then they traded up with the Browns for their number 2 pick. They gave their 1st round pick, their 2nd round pick, their 3rd round pick that year, their 1st round pick the next year, and their 2nd round pick in 2018. Then they take a 2nd round pick and draft Hurts. Do we know the Eagles aren't going to draft a quarterback again?
They're going to draft a quarterback at 6. There's no way. There's no way possible.
So I want you to think about how much you gave up and right now still don't really have a quarterback.
It'll probably be Justin Fields.
Okay.
It's probably going to be Justin Fields at 6.
If he's there.
Oh, you know, but again, now you got Justin Fields. Are you going to ruin another quarterback?
Probably.
Now, I thought the argument that they don't have nobody to throw to, so are they going to go wide receiver?
They could.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. They can't draft. You know, people, we talk about the Cowboys, but think about this. They got J.J. Whiteside, and then DJ Metcalf was drafted right after him. Okay? Then the next year, they get Rhaegar, and guess who was drafted right after him?
Yeah, they suck at drafting receivers, bro.
Jefferson was drafted right after Rhaegar. So they missed out on 2 of the best young receivers the very next pick. So their problem is their GM, Howie Roseman. He sucks.
Yeah, Howie is terrible. He's god-awful. Thank God they still have him.
So, let me say a shout out to the 627 people that have joined in here. We've got nothing but the best in Law Nation. My man DDMV, and of course my Mike Check, Mike Anthony Fitness here, taking care of all you great fans and stuff. We're here debating on Dak Prescott. Should he stay or should he go? Does he even care? You know, it doesn't seem to be phasing him any.
Well, my thing is, if Todd France, if he can get his mind together on his contract, and if he can work out a combo deal with Jerry Wayne, that would work. Todd France represent Justin Simmons.
Right.
So if he can work out a combo nation, whoa, those two right there on this team.
Please.
Just like that. We back at it, baby. We back at it.
We always have the thought that we can't sign people. That we don't have money to. I mean, I talked to now, and I'm not saying that Trey Boston is the guy. But Trey Boston is better than what we had with some of these other guys. He was only paid $5.5 million this year.
I hate to break it to everybody that keeps bringing him up, but they don't like him for some reason. It's not going to happen. They don't like him. He been around.
Apparently, they like losing, then, huh?
Yeah, they do. I mean, yes. Apparently, I mean. Trey Boston, Honey Badger, like all these guys out here. Oh, we like our guys. Like we like our guys. That's what we've heard.
Let me
over the
raise
years.
DMV. Sue was picked up for $8 million.
We talked about this last week.
A video and everybody was saying we don't need Sue. We don't need.
He's too old.
Our fan.
He's got a bad attitude. That's what I want. I want motherfucker gets pissed off. That's gonna go in there and eat some offensive linemen and try and kill a quarterback. That's what I want. And
it's so funny because like a lot of our fan base talks so bad about Stephen Jones and being a tightwad, and then I watch our fan base do the same thing. Like this person's too old. He's past his prime. Like I want some of these young guys. We've been going with these young guys and they ain't been doing nothing. Or he's gonna want too much money. It's almost like we're bracing each other. We're bracing for the fall, and we're coming up with excuses instead of saying, okay, well this is better than what we had.
But see, here's the thing that bothers me more than anything else is. You look at Dak Prescott, he's, getting engaged and everything and taking care of his ankle and stuff. And he's still thinking about the community. He's donating money for meals along with Matthew McConaughey.
Mm-hmm.
He's out there trying to help bring, World Cup soccer to the city. He's got his charity. He's invested in the community. And when the whole Colin Kaepernick situation came in, he stood by the team and took a bullet for them.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Yes, he did.
He's not out here demanding, I want this coach or I want that one, or I want to be traded. You don't get any of that stuff. It's kind of like when you had that girlfriend or ladies, when you got that guy who really loves you and cares for you and everything else, it's like, well, he's boring. And then they go to some roughneck that treats them like crap and cheats on them. And, I can change him. I can change him. And they keep, that's what we keep falling in love with. I'm sitting here thinking about Deshaun Watson, who's kind of like, screw y'all. I ain't going to play this, that, and the other. Are you sure that you want to try and give up 3 number ones to try and get him? Do you know that he's not going to say screw y'all and Cowboys? Because we in the same situation. We crazy
Don't
up here
take me
too.
back for being sloppy seconds with 2 baby daddies and all of this stuff. Try to come back and holler at me now. No. But they say nice guys or good guys finish last, though, Mark. So I think that Dak Prescott, he got to just at least step out and say, "Hey, let me bang on my table. Let me move my stuff out the way."
Yeah.
Damn it, I'm not going to play until I get a deal.
And
yes.
That's what Russell Wilson did. See, Russell Wilson the last time. People don't remember. Russell Wilson said, if you do not pay me by the 15th of April, I will never sign a long-term deal. I'll go to the damn Giants. That's where he wanted to go because, he's no longer a player, too. He got that wife that want to go to Broadway.
Nah, Sierra said, you ain't playing.
Right. So you even had Aaron Rodgers up in here saying, I don't know if I'm a member of the team or not, and then preceded that up with, I want to get a raise. So all these people that are out here saying, like Skip Bayless, well, you can't pay, he will want 45 the next year. You think Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson don't want to get a new contract?
How many times has Russell Wilson done his deal?
Oh, several. I mean, he's made a boatload. Well, I
think he's done it twice, right?
But if we are, but here's the other part of this that kills me. So they're saying Dak Prescott can't get paid. Well, are you going to go ahead and pay Josh Allen then?
Right.
Josh, no, hold on. Because we said Dak Prescott needs people around him. You look at Josh Allen's first 2 years, there ain't nothing special. He gets Diggs for a wide receiver. He has a great year with a great team. So are we looking at saying that he's elevating the whole team, or are we looking at saying, he had one good year, which could be Carson Wentz-esque? Right?
What's that coach name? It's the offensive
with a good
coordinator.
team.
He's pretty dope over there. What's his name? DMV.
Shoot, I don't know, bro. I can't even
B or something. He's pretty dope though.
I can't remember who it is off the top of my head, but that's the hypocrisy, because they're talking about paying him $42-43 a year. So why?
So hold on. So if he's going to get that, then what your boy going to get? Lamar.
Well, he's going to be in the 40s, I'd imagine, too.
Yeah, he's got to be close.
Now, if somebody were to say, I'd be concerned about paying somebody long-term, I would say actually Lamar, because of his style of play.
Actually, I would think Lamar has more entitlement to getting paid higher because he was an MVP. And
I understand that, but if you start looking at how many times did he get knocked out of games and he had to go to the locker room and come back?
He has knee problems still.
Quite a few times.
In his knees.
True.
And so you start saying, how many years can he take that abuse?
True, but then his agent's going to say, well, he was an MVP and he's been to nothing but to the playoffs for 3 straight years.
Well,
they can't lowball Lamar. Lamar got to get his coin.
And I agree he does, but you could say, I got to make an argument for that, because they're trying to say that Dak Prescott's a running quarterback, and he's going to, you can't take a chance. Dak Prescott runs the ball.
But you know what, though?
But truth be told, though, I heard that what's the guy named? Allen, whatever his name is, Josh Allen, he runs the ball more than Lamar and Dak Prescott. He is a runner of the ball.
He is.
Brian D-Ball is the shout out to
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Yeah, Brian D-Ball. Allen, he runs the ball a lot. But I know he don't get that tag that he runs.
Yeah, he don't.
Hold up. Wait.
You didn't open up a can of worms on that one. You didn't open up a can of worms on that one.
Somebody about to get some venom here. Hold on.
I'm just saying though. Don't put the label in on me, please.
I'm sorry. There was a jackass in here. Raymond Thomas. I don't know who you are, Mother Humper. Dak fumbled every game, but nobody called it out. Let me go. I'm going to go through the statistics to show you how stupid that comment is, okay?
He started.
See, I'm telling you.
Started it.
Don't get me pissed off.
Y'all can hear that?
Dak Prescott or was Ezekiel Elliott fumbling that ball some of the time, too, this season?
Because nobody fumbled as much as Carson Wentz and Daniel Jones.
Well, Law, you brought up a good point. I was watching your video the other day about all of the fumbles that Zeke had. Zeke is a fumbler, man.
Yeah, this year
he was a fumbler before this year, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And nobody ever said anything about him getting his deal. We all knew Zeke needed to get his deal when he got paid.
You think it's because he broke his wrist in college?
So wait,
possibly because he carries the ball in one hand.
Hold on. What was that jackass's name that just said that Dak fumbles every game? Dak had 3.
His name is Thomas, though. I hate that we share the same name, man. Come on, Thomas. But go ahead.
Dak had 3. There was 3 fumbles Dak had last year. That's it.
3.
That's it. 3. Dak fumbled every game. He had 6 in 2019. Now, 2018, when he got beat to hell, there was 12. But he's only had 34 in his career, as opposed to Carson Wentz, I think, is somewhere around 60.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So, this is the kind of bullshit that Mother Humpers bring in here. If you're going to come into my house, okay, understand, do not come into my house with dog shit on your shoes. Okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. You're welcome to come to my house, but don't come in here with dog shit on your shoes. And that comment was dog shit. Now, take your damn shoes the fuck out of here.
Ooh. Fire! Y'all put some. Let me see some fire in the chat box.
Fire emojis.
And I already know you already removed the dink and dunk. Remember that we had to go through that, and it was all because of cow turd.
Rashid still. Well, Dak is just a dink and dunker. I'll take Daniel Jones over him. It's like, come on, Rashid. Rashid, you don't really believe that shit, do you? You don't really believe that shit, do you?
That's a homer.
All right. Man. Okay. So actually, it's already 10 o'clock. So why don't we go ahead? Everybody who has been in and done a super chat tonight and did some yesterday when we were having a party for Carson Wentz being shipped off, and everybody who's donated to the GoFundMe. we're doing the giveaways because we're trying to get a big piece of equipment here for the studio. So we giving away the rack that's right there in front of DMV. I don't know if you guys can. Yeah, you can see it right there. It's actually the hoodie rack. It is the hoodie rack.
Hey, so man, that rack is fire, man. I love
the very first.
I got
one.
the very first one. That hoodie rack, man. Look, if y'all can find a way to buy it, go ahead and buy it as well.
And you'll see right there behind my man, Law Nation. He's got one of the shot glass racks there. Yeah. So, all right, you pulling it? Did you crank it and pull one?
Just crank it up before you place it to it.
Okay.
Pull it and crank it.
I let the guest on it.
Pull my name, man.
Man, he ain't no guest. He's family in here. You're a guest one time. After that, you're a family, so you got to get your own damn drink. Don't come in here, you guest. Yo, you a guest. I ain't serving nobody. You get served one time. After that, you got to get up off your ass and get your own shit.
All right.
Who do we got here?
Randy Stites.
Randy Sykes. You are the winner. Make sure if you were from what you call it. I've got your stuff. Well, I'll put it in the community tab. Thank you very much. Don't worry, we'll probably do another one on Sunday and Monday too. So everybody who did a super chat, just be cool. Be cool. We're gonna get you taken care of. All right. Because I appreciate the support. We are getting there on getting the I can't tell you. I can't tell you. You're just gonna have to see it. So I'm glad y'all are enjoying the show. I'm so happy you came in here and joined us here. Now, while I'm here, one of our brothers is under stress right now.
Who's under stress?
Vash. Vash along with most of the southern United States here. Vash is, if you notice, Vash ain't had any videos up because he's been without power for quite a while.
Wow, yeah.
And actually, let me push. Did I push that through? Okay. If you look down here on the bottom, scrolling on there, eventually it'll come up. If you want to help Vash, okay, his PayPal email address is on there. If you can spare a little bit to try and help him out, help him get on his feet, because he got a lot of damage and stuff, and a lot of people have, and that's why I'm so proud about my quarterback, who is, doing what he can to help back. And this is where we all need to be looking out for our fellow man, because you may not be in need right now. And you might say, I ain't worried about that. Screwed. He ain't affecting me. You might be next.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of y'all that thought, man, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Now you're in need. So we're all a community. So let's try and look out, help a brother and everything out. So, Vash, we miss him out there, especially right now because, we getting close to free agency and draft, and we need that insight.
Yeah, we definitely need that insight, man. So, big ups, big prayers to everybody out there, man.
Amen.
So Vash and Joe Rod for CowboysBlog.net. He's down there too in Houston land, and also America's favorite Candy. She's out there in that area that's been affected the most. So y'all hit up those individuals, and especially Vash Lombardi. Hit them up, shoot them some coins there, and as well as Joe Rod and Candy. Y'all help them out.
No, Joel, Norman, no, man, I ain't smoking up. I don't smoke. Oh, well, I smoke a cigar from time to time, and I haven't. And it's usually a victory cigar, so we weren't smoking it all.
Dang, last time we had a victory cigar was what, when we won that playoff game against Seattle. That was it, right? That was a couple years ago.
It's been a while. No, what it is, I'm gonna tell you what it is, because I got back on keto. And it's weird because you get all this clarity, and you get this energy. I don't know if it's because of the fat that you're eating and not having the sugar. It's like the anti-sugar rush. But I guess so. I'm just like, I feel like I'm wired. And there's a few things that trigger me. And it's just, idiots. Idiots trigger me. I'm just tired of I'm too old to put up with stupid shit. You know what I mean, Law?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just too old for that. So does Dak get a deal or not? Let me check the taste of the room. Does Dak get a deal done?
I thought he was retiring.
Who said he was retiring?
You said, is Dak getting a deal? You want me to ask you yes or no?
Well, answer and why you think he's going to get a deal. Or not get a deal.
I think he's going to get a deal. It's just going to be at the last moment. They're going to slap. This is what I predicted. They're going to slap the franchise tag on him. Everybody's going to get angry and upset. Some people are going to jump for joy for crying out loud. And then they're going to work out their long-term deal. And at the last moment, they're going to try to pull that BS on us again.
Of course.
Same story from last year.
Okay. DMV. V.
I think he gets tagged. I think he gets tagged. I don't know if I see a deal getting done. I'm going to be the one that's not optimistic here. I don't see a deal getting done.
I see him probably getting tagged, and then they work out the deal.
I hope so.
And see,
they're gonna have time this time, huh, Mark?
See, the thing is, it's what's stupid is you got to understand that Stephen Jones, they are creatures of habit. For whatever reason, they swear that if they keep running into the brick wall over and over again, that this time that brick wall is going to fall over. Because they don't believe, we all know they don't believe in safeties, they don't believe in defensive tackles, okay? You can go back through all the historic Dallas Cowboys teams, and two things that you always had was a potential Hall of Fame safety and some badass defensive tackles. And we ain't had none in the last 25 years that you can say, that's a game changer. And yet the Cowboys still say, we can get a 6th round safety. We can get a other guy, right? They won't play in free agency early, which is why there's not a sense of urgency to get Dak done early. If they were, they would get that deal done so we say, hey, we got some money because there's a player we're going to target, like you're talking about, Justin Simmons. If they were trying to make a move for that guy, then they would hurry up and get it. But they know we're not doing anything in free agency for a couple of weeks. We're going to wait till the dust clears. Now, here's the thing to me, that knowing that all those teams have no money, a lot of these free agents aren't going to get that blockbuster deal. Teams are going to wait to make these deals. This is the year that you might be getting 2-for-1s type deals. You know what I'm saying? Price-wise?
They're going to find a way to make an excuse like they did last year with COVID. They're going to find a way to make an excuse.
Well, let me ask you this, Mark. What kind of video would you do if they do sign Xavier Woods and say, hey, we signed people in the free agency. We've signed our own players. Remember, that used to be the signing. That used to be Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones saying.
Okay,
we signed guys. We signed our own players.
Hold up. So we had Pro Football Focus estimate Xavier Woods getting a 4-year, $25 million deal, right?
Right.
And so you look at somebody like Trey Boston, who just got released, who was only making $5 million.
We like our guys.
Which one? Why? Why?
Because they like them. I don't know.
We like our guys.
I can't explain what we like our guys means, but we like our guys.
Somebody out there that we only pay $5 million for a 2-year deal.
I can't explain.
I'm sorry. Xavier Woods,
You know how many times we were banging on the table when we was talking about, come on, it's Darian Thompson. Darian Thompson, Boise State, we understand, but we was banging on the table.
Thank you for becoming a member.
Like, we like our guys.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I can say this. We lost with our guys. We can continue. We can lose without them too. Gina, what's up, Gina?
That's why I don't trust them to get a deal done.
Yeah.
So
I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, man.
I'll say this
every year.
I'll say this much. Here's the thing: if they don't, then they're going to be left holding the bag. See, to me, when everybody says, "Oh, the Cowboys know there's something wrong with Dak's ankle," if that were the case, they'd be working on trying to get somebody. Because you look at Washington, they said, "You know what? We're going to at least sign Heineke." Okay, we know we got Kyle Allen. We do have Alex Smith, but, maybe we can let Alex Smith go and save a little bit of money on the cap. We're going to at least say we believe in him that he can maybe start if he has to. We're at least trying to make some kind of a plan. Right now, our plan is Ben DiNucci. That's all we got. If you were saying, we're worried about getting Dak Prescott signed or we're worried about his ankle, you would say, let me go ahead and get Andy Dalton before free agency.
They like Gilbert.
Well, which y'all are forgetting.
Gilbert's not even under contract yet.
Right. And the only one person that they came out on record saying that they would love to have him back, it was Andy. So when a billionaire, not a millionaire, billionaire come out on record saying we would like to have him back on our team and we would love to bring him in, I sit there and I listen. These billionaires, they move different. They really like Andy.
And they can do that because they own the team. I mean, it can be their hobby and all that. But I got to tell you,
I'll tell you what.
You know, like I said, when you looked at that Browns game, if you had put Andy Dalton in that game, would we been 3 points down before Odell?
Nah, we would have lost like 50-3 or something. It'd have been real ugly.
And see, this is the lie this is why it drives me crazy, because they keep saying, "Oh, well, you know, Andy Dalton turned the team around," because that's what Skip Bayless said today. You know, he turned the team around. It's like, wait a minute, the defense finally, for the first time, they got 12 takeaways in 4 games.
Right.
Okay, 12 takeaways, and you were playing Cincinnati. Okay, Cincinnati, you played the Giants, you played the 49ers, and you played the Vikings. None of them were anywhere close to being good teams.
I'd argue Garrett Gilbert could have won any of the games he won.
Come on, man.
I'd argue that Garrett Gilbert could have won any of the games he won.
If you're getting 3 turnovers in a game, you're supposed to be blowing people out. And this is the same thing that you got with Tom Brady. Tom Brady's the GOAT. You don't realize that their defense ended up getting 3 takeaways and you rushed for 145 yards? What about those guys?
And also look at it this way, too. A lot of people want to talk about free agency, but Tampa Bay was not afraid to open that checkbook. And guess what? When you look at that salary cap situation, go back and look. Yeah. They're one of them teams that's up at the top, too. Or they're right.
And the Eagles,
exactly.
The Eagles did the same thing when they, made that run. Maurice Jenkins, Colts have Buffalo, Tennessee, Baltimore, Arizona, Miami on the road. Ooh, yeah. Good luck with that card. Damn, did you see that on that super chat? Listen, Colts have Buffalo, Tennessee, Baltimore, Arizona, San Francisco, Miami on the road. And then they have the Rams and Seahawks at home. 17th game, defending champions Bucks. Wow. Good luck with that, Carson Wentz.
Over under. What game will he get injured on? I know it could be crass of me saying that.
Well, quite frankly, the Colts would be better off if he does get injured, because that's where that pick is conditional. And second becomes the first if he plays 75% of the snaps.
And you know what else? I forgot they're adding an extra game this year. So really that $40 million, what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
What are we talking about? They're adding an extra game. So,
True. Yeah. But it doesn't matter, because the same conversation we're having today, we had last year.
And we had
the game. Listen, the game didn't change.
We had it the year before too. That's what I'm
saying. So if it's not this year, next year, you can't pay Dak Prescott $45 million. It's like
I'm telling y'all. Look,
it's the same thing.
If we get past, we haven't gotten to this point yet, but it's going to happen with the front office when they say when it's leaked that Dallas could take a quarterback at 10.
Oh yeah.
It's coming.
Another thing, Mark.
It's coming.
If you go to Spoke Track, if you go there, and you fast forward to the year 2026, they already calibrated the Amazon TV money deal. Just projections, right?
Yeah, it's
they got the salary cap at $756 million.
Well, that's where you know what I've been saying. I've said that originally. What they said by 2026 they were this again, and who knows where it'll be. But I was talking about they were talking before it being around $460 million at 2026, and that's what I keep trying to tell people. The money you're talking about right now is going to be chump change. Just think about how D-Law's contract, when he first signed his, we were like, oh my God, that's awful. But when you look at it now, it's not quite so bad, because TJ Watt will probably get about 27, 28. So now all of a sudden, D-Law, hey, that ain't such a bad deal. And quite frankly, even Jalen Smith's deal probably by the end of next year won't look so bad either if he's still on the team. Now, what can't look bad is him. He need to play better.
Yeah.
And that's another guy who, doesn't seem to want to take responsibility for himself. Oh, you look at the film, it's not me. It's dude, I don't care what defense it is. You need to be better than what you were. There ain't no doubt about it. You dead weight right now.
Absolutely.
He dead, homie. I only give Jalen Smith one. I'm gonna give him one more year before I get really mad at him. I'm giving one more year. because they can flip him to a different position this year.
I think
I think that Quinn can probably not flip him to a different position, but have him doing different duties, what have you. So
I don't. I think he should not be calling out the defense.
Oh no! Not being the quarterback of the defense. Hey, y'all got to put Steven's name back in that drawing or something like that. He's off the top rope.
Whoa, Steven! Boy,
that's truth right there.
Woo!
All of it. Top rope.
Man. I mean, that is literally. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I got a little happy there. Okay. Appreciate that, Steven Robinson. Well, you're entered the next drawing. You're entered into the next drawing. Appreciate that. All right, but Van Der Esch.
Oh, my bad.
Are we going to rely on Van Der Esch?
We got no choice.
If we can turn injuries off, right?
Oh,
Van Der Esch, I still look. I know that my dog.
Let me put my glasses on. Let me see if I can see through that bullshit right there.
I just want a healthy Van Der Esch. I think that he can play the passing lane so well. He got the height, what have you. And I think that he was trying to learn a new system, and it just mind-effed him all the way. So if we can get Van Der Esch to play like his quasi-rookie year, I think that we got something. It's just that he got to stay healthy.
Yeah, well, some guys are just snake bitten though. Law. Sean Lee could have been a Hall of Famer if he could have stayed healthy.
Sean Lee never had a hog up front either. So we need to get a hog, a big dog, a trash can or something to put in front of Van Der Esch.
Well, that goes back to what we talk about though. You need those big guys in the see that you just made my point. What do I always say? The biggest bang for your buck.
Shelvin, somewhere what his name is from LSU. Get that boy.
Yeah.
The biggest bang for your buck is that defensive tackle.
Absolutely.
He helps all three levels and definitely helps to protect your linebackers. If he's taking double teams, that guard's not getting up there and jacking up the linebacker.
That's why I need two in this draft, man. I need a free agent, and I need two in this draft because I think mid rounds, these D tackles, couple years.
Mark Dak Holmes.
Good players.
You know what?
Bye, Felicia.
Keep it up, man. Keep it up. Okay. Keep it up, man. Like I said, I'm ready to go ahead and cut a mother right now. I love it when Van Der Esch and Jalen were both playing well. Bone Crush, I loved it when the whole Dallas Cowboys were playing well, but, that hasn't happened much lately.
Big hog up front, man. Just give us, I just want to see it one time. And I ain't talking about a pole, and I ain't talking about Antoine Barbecue Woods, who's only 5'11", I want a big boy.
Yeah, man.
Not just one man, just big boy to put him inside.
And the thing is, you don't gotta make it a first round pick. We know you guys want to sell jerseys. We get it, man. We get it.
Right.
Yeah.
But man, go ahead and get us one in the second, third, fourth, whatever. Get us one of these good ones. There's a lot of good ones out there right now.
The Slayton kid from Florida and is it Tyler Shelvin?
Yeah.
From LSU.
And I like the kid Nixon you were telling me about. I got a chance to look at him.
Davion Nixon, yeah.
I like him.
McNeil.
Yeah, I mean, I even like the Tufele kid out of USC. I like him too.
I'm trying not to jinx myself because I really like him. You know,
but
and I know he didn't play
USC
last
jinx.
season, but
Yeah.
You get him. And those guys, man, they always play through the echoes of the whistle.
They do.
Those big old Polynesians, I forgot
they got them. They got them heavy bones. That's why.
Got those heavy big bones.
Oh man. Okay, so let's think about the NFC East. Let's say hypothetically that the Dallas Cowboys do in fact sign Dak Prescott.
Okay.
Where do we stand in the NFC East?
Oh, I think we're the favorite. We're the favorite. Automatically right now, even with no defense, we're the favorite.
You're not worried about Washington being very well coached with Ron Rivera?
No, heck no.
What if Washington gets a real quarterback?
What if they get one? So what?
Well, usually they destroy them. Usually quarterbacks' careers go to die in Washington.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, because at the end of the day, we have to remember this. They only won the division because Dak got hurt. Like, literally. We're not even talking about the O-lineman that got hurt on our team. If Dak doesn't get hurt, we win the division. We almost won the division with Andy Dalton.
True.
With Andy Dalton. And DiNucci starting the game and Garrett Gilbert starting the game. We almost won the division. It came down to the last week.
Well, with Dak Prescott, I think we got the best quarterback, of course, in the division. I'm sure Eagle fans will say Hurts is the guy, or Washington fans will say Heineke. Okay, they'll say that he's the best quarterback because he had that one great game. But do the Giants get another? Do the Giants draft a quarterback?
Well, where are they at? What pick?
They're right behind us, I think. I think they're 11.
Nah, they don't draft a quarterback. Nah,
they need to.
Who do they need? They probably do.
Well, their defense played well. See, that's the thing I worry about the Giants is they actually have a defense. Now they're bringing Jason Garrett back, which is kind of funny. They could probably get they had the second worst offense in football.
They could probably get a lineman. Probably another one.
Lineman?
Probably.
Now they will get Barkley back, but Barkley can't stay healthy.
But Daniel Jones got hit a lot.
If Barkley can stay healthy, then their offense.
Yeah, they're going to have to get an offensive lineman again. They're trying to rebuild. That'd probably be right up their alley. But they're in their salary cap squeeze, Mark. So they're probably going to have to release Leonard Williams, right?
Yeah.
I would hate them to get.
Come over to the Cowboys. They'll be my guy.
I would hate for them to get Slater.
But now you're going to the assumption that Jerry Jones and them will actually make a big splash in free agency. And they don't do that. Right. And if they tag Dak Prescott and wait, Gina, how's your racks working out? Gina got 2 racks. She got 2 racks from us, and
racks on racks on racks.
Yeah, thank you very much, Gina. Gina, we got you in the drawing for another rack because you always can use a little more racks.
Look. If somebody donated $100, we got to stay for another 30, 40 minutes. That's all.
What?
Whoa!
Somebody donate 100.
It's gonna come. I bet you somebody do it.
Zachary I got 2 on it. I'm an Eagle. Look, he said I'm an Eagles fan. Hurts is nothing special. Hey, Zachary, let me ask you, how are you feeling right now as an Eagle fan? This is a real question. I'm just wondering, are you happy now that Carson Wentz has left the building and that they're starting all over? Because your team, as Philly 500 would say, is ass coming up. Now, I'm sorry. They're gutting the team. They are literally just wiping the slate clean. You saw Deshaun Jackson's gone. That was a waste of about $18 million for 2 years. He had about 26 catches, about 386 yards.
They're shopping Ertz around.
I heard Denver's close to getting Watson too.
Real question: do you have Philly Notion? Not Philly Notion, but Philly 500. Is he on suicide watch over there, or how's he doing?
He lost his best friend in Carson Wentz. He's like Dan Orlovsky is with Carson Wentz. It's like they have the hype chain. He's the North Dakota assassin. They failed him, and I've talked with him. He's sad. But he understands that this is what they need to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is why you don't see too many Eagle trolls.
Trollers. Did Eastside? Do y'all ever hear of Eastside anymore?
Eastside came in yesterday. I saw.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, he did. And I actually gave him a virtual hug because I knew he needed it. I knew he needed that virtual hug because, man, it's just ugly there with the Houstons, man. The Texans, man, it's just sad to think that, coming up a year ago, they were thinking about, yeah, man, we were just in the playoffs. We got this thing rolling. Let's pay my quarterback and stuff. And then all of a sudden they go down the toilet and just give people away. Zachary, not happy. Nothing will change until and see, that's the thing for Eagles. Now we got the same situation, Zachary. I hate to say it with Jerry Jones. We actually, though, do draft well. Well, that's one thing we can say. We draft well. We just don't follow it up where you've got to hit, all phases. We got to be able to start using that tool of free agency. You can't build a team for free agents, but you need to be able to supplement. Raul, thank you, man. Woo! All y'all are taking that.
Take the money out. All of it.
Oh, man. A fix to the 6th reaping Cowboys of Philly making them cry. I love that. All right. So let me get to some of these questions. I didn't mean to be ignoring y'all. Let's get to some of these questions. Cowboys up north. I'll see you later, man. All right, Cowboy. Email me. Mark. We need healthy, strong O-line to keep Dak strong standing. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. North Dakota ass. I like that. Damn. Will McClay for GM. That's one of those ones that surprised me is that Will McClay hasn't taken a job with somebody else. I know he keeps saying that he's got unfinished business, but at the current rate, man, he's going to retire with the Cowboys.
If I was him, man, I would have.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
If I was him, man, I would have left after this year, and if there was an open GM spot, and get my name from up under these Joneses, man, and get your name out there, because I think that he's a good evaluator of talent. I really think that he could do a lot more than, but I think that he's handcuffed a little bit here.
A little bit. But he could have run his own ticket.
Well, he probably can, but the thing is, his son is a diehard Cowboys fan, and his son, he said he's waiting for his son to graduate. So he got about 3 more years, I believe, here.
Gotcha.
His son graduate. And you know how Texas schools are,
Bill.
like many colleges out here. So he's really gonna stay as long as his son is here.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense.
Calvin Williams, thank you very much for that super chat. All right. Fire. Okay. Tim, you can't be for real. Dak is better than Dalton. Oh, my God. Did somebody let the stupid farm open, the gate open? They just letting them out. Andy Dalton is better than Dak. Oh, my God. Man, put down the – look, you know what?
He's about to say put down the crack.
Okay, the hell of a drug. I was messaging you. Okay, Tim. All right. Why y'all all you noggins? You come in here and troll, now you're going to tell me you're going to message me tonight? I don't want to hear from your dumbasses. Y'all Dak-hating mother humpers. Take your noggin family and get the fuck out, okay? This is my house. Damn. I don't understand these trolls. Do you get trolls like this, Law?
Man, I see them, but, it is what it is. Yeah. I see Deshaun Watson up in here.
Oh, yeah, he claims that he's coming to Dallas. Look, you notice how Deshaun Watson kind of changed his tune a little bit? Because originally, I will go to the Jets, I will go to Miami. And now it's kind of like, I understand that the Jets, need to rebuild the team. I can go anywhere. Hell. He's like in the movie Get Out, where you just see him standing there in that little teardrop. Let me out of here.
I think J.J. Watt was the person that came up to him.
Said, bro, you and yo.
Yeah, they took the picture and J.J. Watt was like, get out.
J.J. Watt said he wouldn't mind going to the Browns.
To the Browns? Well, I heard the Browns were talking to him. I think Denver. Did I hear Denver? Did you say Denver?
No, for Watson, I heard that Denver's close to a deal, actually.
I tell you what is, oh my God. You know what is so funny? And I should have used this clip of Colin Cowherd. He was going through Wentz or the Fence is what he called the section. This was before the season started. And he was going through all the quarterbacks versus Carson Wentz. He literally said he was on the fence, but would take Mahomes over Carson Wentz. Okay, literally, there was I think he took Carson Wentz over almost everybody else. I can't remember who else. Russell Wilson. Those are the only 2 quarterbacks that he said were better than him. And here's the bonus for you. This was the funniest part. He said that Drew Lock will be an outside MVP candidate.
Bones crusher.
That Drew Lock would be an outside MVP candidate. What? I'm like, how the fuck do you still have a job? How do you have a job? Seriously?
Because we're talking about him. That's why he got a job.
Is that what it is?
Oh, you got Bone Crusher?
All right. Okay. Appreciate it, Bone Crusher. Thank you for that super chat. All right. Well, everybody keeps asking, who are we going to get in the draft? Well, who we get in the draft depends on what we do in free agency.
True. Right. Depends on what we do with that.
Hell, we might have to draft a quarterback.
I was thinking that actually, because if you look at the playoff teams, for the most part, all of those teams have had to rebuild at some point. If we go all the way back to when we last had our playoff run, a couple of them a couple times. Tampa Bay's They got two first-round quarterbacks that we talking about.
Dave, Denver
Josh
would love
Freeman.
to have him.
Remember, from 2009 to 2016, they had Josh Freeman and Jameis Winston, which is crazy. And neither one of them was the quarterback that won the Super Bowl.
Okay, so Antoine Myers wants to know what's new in the Dak news. Okay, news is Dak still has both feet. Okay, they're both still attached. Okay, he's helped feed the homeless right now in Texas. He is in the Dominican Republic where he just got engaged. And rumor has it that next week the Cowboys and Dak's agent will be getting together and talking. Okay, and that's where we are.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything?
No.
No. But, we'll find out.
We'll definitely find out. Yeah. So what you got going on?
March the 9th?
Yeah, March the 9th is the last day to put the franchise tag on somebody. And I think it'll end up being a franchise tag and they'll get the deal done. I mean, really, April 15th is when off-season workouts are supposed to start. But it's looking like that may end up being that they're not going to be doing physical workout stuff. Although it seems like the numbers are kind of going downhill, so that might be subject to change. So hopefully, maybe these shots will work, and people will mask up, and all of a sudden, magically disappear, and we can get back to life as normal. Because I tell you, I really want to go to the Hall of Fame this year. I really want to go to the Hall of Fame with 3 Cowboys going in, Cowboys versus Steelers. I would love to be there. So
absolutely,
it makes sense now. There's 5
Well,
Steelers going in this year too.
Well, I'll tell you what, shot or not, I might be at AT&T come May for the Earl Spence fight. So I might hit you up, Law, while I'm out there.
Well, certainly, man. We definitely have to meet up and see what all go on down with the Cowboys. Maybe at the Stars, Oh,
there you go.
Yeah.
What you got coming up on your channel, Law?
Absolutely nothing right now. It's just freestyling, just freestyling until some other good news come about. Just been looking at some film, not all the way diving into it, but that's about it. Just waiting on some of this good stuff to come by.
Here's an interesting statistic that's kind of crazy. Most drop passes by a team since 2018. Cowboys have 100. First, Eagles have 95, which is in second. That's a lot of drop passes.
They are.
That's a hell of a lot of drop passes.
I think that's why we went and addressed the receiver last year with CeeDee Lamb, which a lot of people, had an issue with. Well, I don't think they had an issue with it as much anymore after watching this production, but it was the right pick. You know who could help with that though? Kyle Pitts, baby.
Do I need to go back to that clip I had before of the Browns game? Okay, to show you that ass we got on that defense, when they were trying to tackle or supposedly trying to tackle Odell Beckham.
I'm just saying you brought up the drop passes. I'm just telling you, Kyle Pitts didn't drop a pass last year in college football.
Oh boy! All right, so one other point that people are kind of hitting Jerry Jones on. And this deals with you, of course, down there with the power issues and stuff, that a gas company that Jerry Jones has is making major bank because of the gas production that they're putting out, and that he's up the prices just a little bit there. Kind of like the luxury boxes at the AT&T.
Yeah.
Is he a shrewd businessman that understands that, hey, we got to put in extra work to go ahead and deliver this? Or is he just basically robbing people, and gouging them?
Supply versus demand, man. Gas prices are going up as well. Delivery trucks not able to get to the gas station to replenish. Stuck on the road. Some companies lost money due to this not being able to deliver and drop, and some runs are not being ran on top of that. So that's not money put into the pockets of the truck drivers and the independent companies. So everything is spiked. I understand it's business because, case in point, if you're not having the trucks deliver the gas, right? The people who driving the trucks are not getting paid, and then the companies that's buying from those said trucks or what have you are not getting paid. So the only way that you can tax it without going under is raising the prices, and especially at this prime opportunity when you have resources like Jerry. It's all about, hey, how can I increase my bottom line?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I look at it even with the Dak Prescott.
I was going to say, you just proved the point on Dak Prescott. Okay, supply and demand. You need somebody to deliver that ball down the field. Okay, there's only so many places that you can go to get it, and you got to pay for that shit, don't you?
Yeah.
You got to pay. You want some heat in your house, you want some hot water and everything else, you got to pay for that energy.
And I don't know if it was I don't know if it was you.
So guess what, Mark?
What's
in
that?
DMV?
Mm-hmm.
We might have, if they do not come up with an agreement. What else can sell more so than anything? Jerseys, right?
Oh my God, yes.
They might look at it like this, and I'm not trying to put this out there, but they might look at it like with the 10th pick, quarterback, because they know for sure they already got the maximum buzz that they can get out of Andy Dalton. But the quarterback, a new quarterback, a young quarterback, they can always sell that. Draft picks. That's why the Joneses always hold on to draft picks. That's why the draft time is always right for them, because there's a land of unknown expectations.
You're right.
And there's a land of money, revenue, jersey sales. And if you look at it, that's why the Cowboys are always number one on their jersey sales. If they don't have a number one draft pick, or if they don't have a young guy that's explosive and doing things, they don't sell those jerseys.
Yeah, which is why you don't look at safety or defensive tackle. I understand that. But you know what would really sell? If your ass was at the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what?
I'm with that. I'm with everything y'all are saying.
Super Bowl champions, Dallas Cowboys would really sell.
And just like we were talking about, like this deal not getting done or getting it done, I don't think it gets done because I think this time Dak says, I don't think Dak gonna be with it.
Yeah.
You put me on the tag, like, all right, bet. Like you were saying, $54 million next year. If you had me on the tag or I'm gone, I'm gonna get a deal somewhere else.
If you do, you done paid $120 million over 3 years. So that's the $40 million right there. That's
if
the $40
he really
million.
had cojones, he'll put him on a non-exclusive tag. Let him check out the market.
That's what I keep saying, because everybody keeps saying tag him, sign him and trade him. It's like you have to get him to decide, I want to go there. Okay, he has to say, I'll sign it so you can trade me. I would be on the one to say, I ain't signing shit. Fuck you.
Oh yeah.
Why should I do you any? Why should I do you any favors? You didn't do me any.
Nope. Sign me to this tag. I'll play this year, and I'm gone somewhere else. I'm gone somewhere else. I'm
not going to be
dollar.
Deshaun Watson, where you got the leverage on me. I'm not going to be that guy.
Nope.
I've been the nice guy. It's now for me to say, you had your chance. Kiss my ass.
Yeah, and I see somebody in the chat saying bring Romo out of retirement. Last year he hurt his back again just playing around a golf. So I can only imagine.
That ship. Come on.
Imagine with Terrence Steele out there.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's where the hate stems. The hate stems from the whole Romo situation. That's where.
Come on, man.
And trust me, we all love Romo, but the sun done set.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
And Candace Romo and Hawk Romo and Jones Romo, they were not, Rivers Romo, I believe. All of those Romos, they don't want daddy gone. They like daddy at the house.
Especially when daddy got a $17 million a year gig just sitting in a booth.
And an off season off, because, if you were a coach or a player, you're going to be working year round trying to get ready and everything. Not to mention how many times you're going to be in surgery.
Yeah. And have y'all seen Candace Romo? Shoot, I think Tony would listen to Candace. He ain't gonna go out there and try to play no football.
Hey Tony, I got the Skechers commercial lined up for you. We don't need football no more. We good.
Amen on that one, man.
There's not a brother on this planet that wears Skechers, but I guarantee you, they call you and say, "Hey man, DFB, we want you to wear these Skechers for a couple of million." You gonna be on there with it?
Absolutely.
Right.
Look, I heard they're good for walking, man. Look, hey. I be Skechers all over the place.
Oh my goodness, man! Y'all so crazy. Y'all so crazy, man. This has been a crazy show here tonight, man. I hope I didn't offend anybody with my rants going off, but I'm sick and tired of people. You know what? I'm okay whether the Cowboys sign Dak or don't sign Dak. Okay, I've actually gotten comfortable with that idea. If the Cowboys are that stupid to think we can just find another quarterback in the 4th round or an undrafted rookie free agent and get somebody, then okay, if they want to just implode the team and take the one good thing that they got going for them, I can't fix stupid.
Well, I mean, that's good for us. They don't sign Romo, our channels blow up. If they sign Romo, the channels blow up. So either way, we good.
You know what?
But I will tell you guys this. I like Zach Wilson, but that Coastal Carolina game, it made me say, oh, wait, what was that? But Zach Wilson is pretty good. And Trey Lance, they pretty good. But I don't think that they can do it on this level year one, year two. It's just going to be a lot of growing pains. They better stay with the quarterback they got.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you. Now, if you told me Fields, I might change my tune a little bit. Trey Lance, I like the Zach Wilson kid, but Trey Lance, I'm not sold on him at all. I just don't see it. But maybe if he sits behind somebody for a little bit, yeah. But like you said, day one.
Here we go with one of this fucking idiot. Quincy Carter was better, man.
Better at what?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, really. I tell you what, Quincy Carter be having a field day out in Dallas right now.
I tell you what, you know what? if the Cowboys aren't sold on Dak Prescott, then go ahead. But and if you think that the Cowboys, that they can't, that he's not worth more than $35 million, then go ahead, roll the dice. Gambling is king. Just put a non-exclusive tag on there.
Yeah,
listen. Hey, Dak, you know what? We don't think you're worth more than $35 million. So why don't you go out there and see what you can get, and we'll match it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead, put your chips on the table, get it done.
Yeah.
Okay, get it done.
They ain't gonna do that.
And you know what? If you don't want to pay, hey, at least they have to offer you 2 number ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of think Steven's flirting with that idea. I promise you.
But at the moment they put that non-exclusive tag out there, you see how much money Washington team got. Woo!
Mm-hmm.
They are not gonna wait.
Washington gonna bring him in. They're gonna bring him in, and they're gonna take him down to the National Harbor on the Ferris wheel, and all of that type of stuff. They're gonna take him out to dinner out here. We might run into Dak Prescott out here. What you think?
They got too much money.
Shit.
They won't bat an eye.
Heck no.
They would have no. Denver too.
They'll take him downtown.
Let me see who else got a lot
The
of money.
49ers would be happy to make that deal.
The Jets can throw, but the Jets.
You don't want to go. I mean, they alone. I mean, they ain't got offensive line and nah, man.
But the Patriots, they sitting on 62 right now.
The Patriots would definitely throw that money.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
And if you're a player, as long as you don't mind the cold, that's the place to go right there. So I live with Bill Belichick. Shit,
man, Kraft will get him a new pair of J's.
JT,
have a new pair of J's waiting for him on the jet.
Right about Skip Bayless. Baseless.
Oh my God, the Patriots will be the number one landing spot because they got $62 million. And they always drafting anyway. They looking back like they let
video of Dak was 7-on-7 championship team
go on
Dallas,
COVID,
Texas.
Release thing. They got $62 million, and for sure, Mark, Bill Belichick got a big old chip on his shoulder, and he's trying to prove it.
Yeah,
he gonna have a big old chip. He's going to get him a quarterback this year, and watch how they turn some things around.
Well, but see, the thing is, I'm going to tell you that I think this whole year was by design for Bill Belichick. You think about
they're laughing at him now. Watch.
Well, no. Well, just watch. They come back next year with the vengeance because look at all the players that sat out from them because of COVID. Because remember, they were in cap hell going into the season. They got that money. They got all those players who sat out that are, in great shape right now, healed up, ready to go, that basically took a redshirt year. And they're going to have draft picks, too, and money. You watch. They're going to come back and kick some ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going. And Buffalo got that first place schedule, too, now? Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. This was just a reload year for them. Quincy. Oh yeah, look, everybody's laughing. Quincy Carter. Prescott tag this year, non-exclusive tag next year. You know what, Mark? Okay, $54 million non-exclusive tag. I'm not sure anybody can.
Nobody. If y'all ain't gonna pay him $40 million, why would you pay him $54? That's what. Why would you pay him $54?
Right.
Look, y'all didn't even want to pay him. Y'all didn't want to pay him whole time. Like, let's be real. A lot of you fans didn't even want to pay him $25 a couple years ago. Every year it's gone up 25. Is he worth 30 million? Is he worth 35 million? Now is he worth 40 million?
Right.
Next year it'll be, is he worth 54 million?
Yeah. Then that's the thing.
How many times we need to drop the ball here? We didn't drop the ball 3 times. I mean, after you didn't drop the ball the second time, I'm not throwing it to you again.
Yeah. Jerry Jones. Hello, Mark Holmes. I would like to offer you a back-breaking job at my gas station company for low pay. You will get to meet me in person. Do you accept? Jerry Jones. See, we know you ain't the real Jerry Jones because I done met you many times and stuff. In fact, Jerry Jones, my wife said, yeah, he's a big Cowboy fan and always spending his money on you. And he's like, give me some more of that cash. He literally, give me some more of that money. It's like, yeah, that's Jerry. Jerry about that money.
Yeah.
About that money.
And, getting cheap bottles of wine at the 7-Eleven, too.
You know what? You know what? I think that was actually by design.
Probably.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. But he want to be out there. You want people to talk about him. I mean, come on. Are you going to tell me a man that's got a wine cellar that has 1,400 bottles of wine needs to run to 7-Eleven to get a couple of bottles more? And
maybe he had a young tenderoni on the side, man.
Are you going to tell me that Jerry Jones drives himself around? Right? You know he's got a driver. So you're in the car, you tell, man, go get me a couple bottles of wine so I can take it over here for this, grand opening or something. You ain't going in there if you Jerry Jones unless you want to be seen. Yeah. You know everybody knows who the hell you are.
Maybe he got that. Maybe he got that. Hey, big head text on the road and couldn't stop nowhere, and the 7-Eleven was right there. And he had to get that wine.
He might have been trying to get a 7-Eleven contract. Let me go in here and buy some wine. See, look at the publicity I can bring for you here. Just give me some of that cash.
Spencer's out here in Total Wine and More. They would drop the wine or beer or liquor at your doorstep. They would do delivery runs.
Mm-hmm. Good point.
He's a billionaire with a B.
Right.
So he can just pick up the phone and say, hey, Law, I need some wine. I say, okay, there'll be $500 to Jerry. I got you,
Right. That's what I'm saying. That was some bullshit. Okay. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
maybe he was there scouting our next defensive tackle they're going to throw in there.
You know what's even worse, though? Let's say he was going to some event or something or other, and he ran into 7-Eleven to buy some wine for it. And you found out he came to your house and gave you that wine. You're like, you cheap motherfucker. You bought this wine at 7-Eleven to bring to my house, and you a billionaire. Come on, man.
He gave me the BG.
Yeah, he got 7-Eleven he came to our house for dinner, and he brought wine from 7-Eleven. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? You kidding me? Is E2 in the house? Oh, we have E2 up in here. E2, what's up, E2, man? Jones had a pee appointment. Okay, all right. Woo! Oh, dude got his own winery, I'm sure. Right. Well, I guess the other quarterbacks when we already have one. But see, this is the thing. Okay. All right, let me at least try and play devil's advocate. I know we know I'm all in on Dak Prescott. We know that. Right. But think about the Colts are saying we're going to gamble on a raggedy ass quarterback, Carson Wentz. I know it's only 2 number 2s that might become a second and a 1. I mean, excuse me, a 3 and a 2, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
But they're spending that, and they're having to take on that contract, right?
Yeah.
Benny Holmes Sanchez, thank you very much for that super chat. So you're gambling on that. You got the Rams saying, we believe in Matthew Stafford. I still don't see it. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't see it. They say, oh, Matthew Stafford didn't have anybody, but he did have a Hall of Famer in Megatron. And what's the other one? Man, he did Sean Lee dirty when he played for Seattle. That blindside hit.
Golden Tate.
Golden Tate. And he had 3 All-Pros on the defense. And that offense only averaged 20 points a game. With 6 Pro Bowlers and 3 All-Pros on the defense. That was Matthew Stafford. Never won a playoff game. But they gave up 2 number 1s, a 3, and a player to take on that guy. So I'm looking at all these people, and we got people that are saying, go get Josh Allen.
Texas bread.
So they're desperate enough that let's take a flyer on this guy. He ain't shown anything, right?
No.
You got a guy that can play. He plays well with the guys you got. Hell, he's got that field in his backyard. They can do the OTAs at his house. Wink, wink, under the table.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't costing you any draft picks. None. Not a second, not a third, not a fourth, not a seventh. All you got to do is write a check. All these other teams are writing checks and draft picks to try and get a guy. You're telling me that you got a guy that knows your system and your players, is loved in the community, and the only thing you got to do is write a check, and you say, nah, we need something better. Who does that?
It's crazy because we're talking about jersey sales. Who sells more jerseys than 4? Maybe Zeke, possibly?
Not anymore.
On our team?
Yeah, I think he was like, they was up there. Zeke Elliott numbers are still up there as far as jersey sales.
Yeah.
I do know that they had a spike in jersey sales with CD. But,
yeah, CD.
You're right. It could be, that could still be at top of Ezekiel.
Either way, both of them are really good.
Yeah, either way, like.
They're both in the top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Tom Brady with Tampa Bay probably was the number 1 last year.
Yeah, probably, and that's because he switched team.
Mm-hmm.
How many of them 4 Prescotts do you see running around here? A lot of them. So, if it's about the money, you're always going to be in. You're always going to be in it. You're always going to have people talking about you before as your quarterback.
Yep.
You might run into a situation right now where I was thinking, why don't the Cowboys ever just rebuild? Because the Super Bowl conversation has to keep their fans engaged and keep them spending money. The money is the most important thing. So at the end of the day, like, if they're not keeping this team in a point to where people think that they can win, like, what are they doing? They'll fall backwards.
The funny thing is, I'm seeing Soft Gentleman. He's soft for sure.
It's a horrible name.
But people keep
horrible name.
People keep saying, "How much would you pay? How much?" Well, I couldn't pay him. I ain't got that kind of money. But why are so many people so hung on up with what he made? Nobody batted an eye when Deshaun Watson got his contract, right?
Yeah.
When Kirk Cousins got a record-breaking contract, nobody batted an eye about that, did they?
Yeah.
I'm starting I'm starting at $40 million a year. That's where, if I'm them, I'm starting at $40 million. Like, we're not playing around anymore. Like, we're not going to play.
I told you what I do. I say, Howard Floyd, thank you for that big super chat.
Appreciate it.
I told you what I would do. If I'm Todd Francis, say, okay, you want a long-term deal? We'll give you 5 years. We ain't going to negotiate. Here it is on the table. Take it or leave it. 5 years, $220 million. That's $44 million a year. If you don't want it, that's cool. We cool. Ain't nothing personal. It's only business. We've played around all these years. We done been at the negotiating table and stuff. We wanted $30 million. You didn't want to do that. We wanted $35. You didn't want to do that. And that's fine.
Right.
Okay? But the market is changing every single year. Okay? And people that keep saying, you can't pay him $40 million. Well, you know what? 2 years, $30 million was the highest paid quarterback.
I promise you, next year.
6 years ago. Look at this. 6 years ago, Drew Brees was the first one to get $20 million. Just 6 years ago. It's doubled. What? And you put the projections out there. What was your projections by 2025?
It's just
$756 million.
Right. Well, what I heard about, they're saying about the gambling number, that the NFL would get $3.2 billion a year just from gambling, which is about what they get just from the gate revenues.
Wow.
Okay.
Crazy.
I
promise you, look, if next year the tag is $54 million, $40 million right now, like I see people saying it's too much. Next year, $40 million is going to be it's going to be cheap. I promise you. I promise you it's going to be cheap next year.
Well,
because all these other guys got to get deals.
People ask how much money you want to pay Dak Prescott, DMV, and Mark. I say the market rate, whatever the market value is, a little bit north of that. Because I really wanted to pay him $28 million. That was my when I first started this, $28 million, $28 million. They were saying that you're too high because his market at that time was right at 23, 24. But I was like 28 because Carr just got to 25. Remember that, Mark? When Carr got the $25 million contract, I said, all right, now it's time to go ahead and start negotiating.
Everybody kept saying, you're not a Cowboy fan. Because I said, man, you better pay him before Russell Wilson. I kept saying it. I kept pounding. I said, man, you got to pay him for Russell Wilson. And, of course, Skip Bayless. You can find the videos out there. Oh, Dak Prescott at $30 million. How can you pay him at $30? I said, man, you do that now. Understand that Derek Carr was the highest paid. Jimmy Garoppolo was the highest paid. Kirk Cousins, Matthew Stafford, Matty Ice. All these stiffs were paid as the highest paid at some point, but it's only momentarily.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not going down. I don't understand why people think
it's not even close to going down.
That you're supposed to get a discount.
Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, you got to sign them before they get signed. You better sign them before they get signed. That's what I said. Mahomes and Watson last year.
But you're going to see teams that are going to be proactive because you got to be. If you're the Browns right now, you got to look at it and say, do we want to go ahead and get a deal done now for Baker Mayfield, or do we want to wait till the following year after the television contract where it might cost us $10 million more? If you're the Browns, you look at it and say, let's go ahead and get this deal done now.
Let's move the argument to this point. And I know people are going to give me a lot of hate mail for this, Mark and DMV. If Pat Mahomes had the offensive line that he had for the Super Bowl all year long, would he got his money? Would he got $500 million?
Well, you can look at the whole team, though. Remember, they got a good defense that takes away the football, too.
Yeah.
They got playmakers all across the board.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say he would have because he had already won the Super Bowl.
Time out for 1 second.
He had already won the Super Bowl.
Time out for 1 second.
Before he won the Super Bowl, wait. Minus Tyreek Hill, what would you do?
But hold on, wait. Just let me make this one point. They scored 29.6 points a game this past year. Our defense gave up 29.6 points a game, and that was after they played better with Andy Dalton, because before that they were giving up 36 points a game. Under Dak Prescott, we were averaging 32.5 points a game, which would have been the highest number. Boom. And one other point, let me see if I can find it here too, because here's what's amazing. We keep talking about Dak is trash. Since 2019, I hope I screenshotted it. Dak Prescott, I think, has averaged 321 yards a game.
I did see that, yeah.
Which is the highest in the NFL, which is more
than Mahomes
by like 20-some yards over Pat Mahomes. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Most passing yards since 2019 per game. Dak Prescott, 321. Pat Mahomes, 302. The next is Matty Ice at 291.
To your point, Law, yes. I think he would have got his deal. I do.
$500 million.
And maybe not $500 million, but probably the yearly amount. He probably wouldn't have been for as long. No. They had to stretch it out that long because their situation, they had $720 in the cap last year or something like that around this time. So they had to stretch his deal out to kind of help them have some relief.
Wait. Somebody said, what was that said? I need to understand situational football.
It probably would have been like.
You know what? You know what I said?
Situation requires is a whole lot more, and you shut your mother ass up.
All right? How about that? And Sammy, you know what? Understanding 5-11 under Dak Prescott, because he should have been tackling Deshaun Watson. I mean, excuse me, Odell Beckham Jr. Shouldn't he? Shouldn't he have? He should have been tackling, what was Washington's running back there? Because our defense was fucking ass. And the year before, that damn kicker that we had, if you want to call him a kicker, that only played in 11 games, had 11 missed kicks. The next closest was 7. Yes, that was Dak Prescott, man. You, as much as you jackasses want to say that, it's only the quarterback, you're talking about me not understanding situational football. You don't understand shit when it comes to football. that it's a team sport. That when the Dallas Cowboys were winning Super Bowls, that they had the damn doomsday defense, okay? They had doomsday number 2. They had Charles Haley out in there. They had guys like Ken Norton Jr. They had guys like Russell Maryland, guys that went in there and went to people's asses. As much as you guys love Troy Aikman, do you realize Troy Aikman one year had 13 touchdown passes to 12 interceptions and they won the Super Bowl? Are you saying that those 13 touchdowns were the reason they won the Super Bowl? Because I'm telling you right here, right now, without that number 1 defense, the Dallas Cowboys didn't win shit in the 90s. So you're going to tell me I don't understand situational football? You don't understand football at all.
Does someone need a Snickers?
And
Does someone need a Snickers?
thank you very much for that.
Do you need a
Okay.
Snickers?
Brother.
Do you have anything else to say?
I think I got a little mini Snickers.
Ooh, wee.
I got a little mini.
Yo.
Did you like that?
Man, I
like
thought you
that?
were Macho Man Randy Savage for a minute over there. Yeesh. I was waiting for the brother to come out at the end.
No, I'm just saying. No, you don't understand situational football. No, seriously. I don't. Look, did they not have the doomsday defense?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, because I did a video earlier this week. Because listen, who would you take on the current Dallas Cowboys defense over anybody on the 77 Dallas Cowboys defense? I think D-Law would have the best chance of being a backup, would be about the only person that I would take on either of those defenses from the 90s or the 70s. D-Law would be the only person, he'd be a backup.
Well, that's easy. Seriously. Because, I mean, compared to those guys, our defense is candy. Everybody. Candy.
That's where you guys are just stupid. Hey, Sheila, Jessica, ladies, I apologize. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Woo wee.
But you know, late, so the ladies.
I just feel like you know what? I feel like it's just been relieved. I just feel so good now. I got it off my chest.
You had to get it out. Say it with your chest.
I've been holding it. But you know, we've been in here for 2 hours, so you guys got an hour, literally, of bonus time. And
bonus.
You know, I am a married man, and I want to try and keep it that way. And Dak, if you're watching, understand, bro. It ain't easy, bro. It's all sweet and everything right now, but you know, yeah. All right, so my man Law, I appreciate you being here. Law, tell everybody where to find you and tell us what's coming up with you, my man.
Oh my goodness! Well, just follow me at Law Nations on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And pretty much, I'll maybe doing a live stream probably later on tonight or early in the morning. I normally do a morning live stream, but it's one of those things where we're gonna have to wait until they do something with Dak Prescott before we can look into any of this franchise free agency. I meant to say moves right here. So that's what it is. It's the Dak Prescott watch. Is that clock counting down?
Yeah.
For what, the kickoff?
That's to the draft, man. We got 69 days.
Have another one. You need to have another one. Is the countdown to the 9th. March 9th.
Okay. Well, I can change it. I'll change it tomorrow.
Yeah. We need to have a countdown clock so y'all can jump on the channel and we'll see what the Cowboys will do with Dak Prescott, because it would tell us, whether it's exclusive or non-exclusive, it'll tell us what the direction of the Cowboys will be heading into 2021. We got to wait to see what they do with the quarterback. So that's what I'm doing right here.
Well, Law, I appreciate you coming in here, man. Hopefully I didn't scare anybody. I hope your kids weren't close by or anything, right? You know, they'd be like, "What's that crazy man you talking to?" So DMV. What you got coming up? What's the next prospect you're gonna be working on?
Okay, guys, I just did a video on Nick Bolton the other day, and I have a surprise drop tonight at midnight. Got Trayvon Moehrig from TCU that I just did, so that one should be fire. It's a good player, man. Good safety out of TCU. A lot of people have been talking safety. You've been talking safety. I think that you guys will really like this one.
Okay. Wow. All right. That sounds like a winner. I, of course, am, I'm the breaking news guy. You know, I end up doing too many damn videos. and my wife will attest to. But if anything happens, I'm going to be here talking smack and everything else and bringing the heat. Like I said, I hope I did not offend anybody tonight. I did get a little bit, a little bit hangry, I guess, a little bit testy.
Yeah, definitely, man.
But let me say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all the super chats and stuff, because we're working on doing that upgrade. We want to have this stuff in place for the draft. I want to make sure that we have the draft show to end all draft shows. So everybody who did a super chat, you are already entered into our next drawing. We'll probably do one on Sunday. Might do a little live stream on Sunday. I'm thinking about doing like a throwback, go back to one of our Super Bowl games or something and rewatch and stuff and do a live stream or working in the shop. But either way,
man, you might have to go to VHS for that.
See, I ain't playing with you. Don't make me cuss you, kick you out my house now. Listen. I can still get hangry, man. But I appreciate all you guys and everything else. And it's time to get your shot glass. I can't have a shot because I'm on keto and it's not. But I know Law's gonna take one for me.
I got one for you, man.
Whew.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting close. Yeah, we're getting close. Almost there.